Blake Shelton, the singer of God's Country and Boys Round Here, has always been the one to poke fun at the other coaches on The Voice. He might have met his match though with the addition of Ariana Grande. Many have tried to poke back at Blake, including Kelly Clarkson and Adam Levine, though none have been as successful as the singer of Dangerous Woman and many other hits, Ariana Grande. Even before she appeared in season 21 of The Voice, Ariana Grande was already taking swings at Blake Shelton. Before the premiere, she took to Instagram to post an edit of him. The edit was of the iconic scene from the movie Mean Girls where Regina George adds her own picture to the Plastics' well-known burn book to frame her friends. To the amusement of everyone who saw it, Blake Shelton's picture was added instead of Regina George's. It's very on brand for Ariana, whose extremely popular music video of Thank You Next was Mean Girls themed as well. Fans were laughing their heads off. Many fans were commenting saying things like, "I'm screaming," and "This is amazing" over Grande's hilarious post. One of the other coaches in the show even got involved when he commented "fantastic" to the post, which just added insult to injury for the poor country singer. Blake Shelton himself even commented, "Okay, little buddy, this is war. War it is, but who will win?" The other coaches aren't safe though. Ariana Grande is out for blood. While the star was competing with John Legend, the singer of All of Me and You and I, to get the contestant Katie Ray Mortimer on one of their teams, Ariana cut off John in the middle of his pitch to the contestant. She didn't do it in just any normal fashion though. No, she had a buzzer custom made to play Thank You Next when pressed. She calmly pressed it with a sassy smirk in the middle of his speech. This caused her hit song to play out for everyone in the audience to hear. Kelly Clarkson, another coach on the show, couldn't contain her laughter. She began howling with amusement in front of everyone. Ariana is ruthless. John Legend was a wonderful sport though. He quickly pressed the button again and started dancing to the extremely catchy song. After the show, John even tweeted a clip of the whole ordeal with the caption, "Well played at Ariana Grande. Well played. Well played indeed, Ariana." It's all fun and games though, and none of the stars have any issues with each other, but fans can't wait to see what other shenanigans Grande has up her sleeve for the future. The coaches on The Voice had better watch out. The revolving chairs of The Voice have been the setting for countless memorable moments, from jaw-dropping performances to fiery debates between the coaches. But few moments have sparked as much buzz as when pop superstar Ariana Grande playfully threw shade at country icon Blake Shelton during her stint on the show. The witty exchange between the two fan-favorite coaches lit up social media and gave viewers a hilarious reminder of why they love the dynamic chemistry among the judges. Here's how it all went down, why it got people talking, and what it says about the playful rivalry between these two music powerhouses. When Ariana Grande joined The Voice as a coach, fans were thrilled to see the chart-topping pop queen take her seat in the famous red chair. Known for her powerhouse vocals and warm personality, Ariana quickly became a favorite among the contestants and viewers alike. Blake Shelton, on the other hand, is the veteran coach who has been with the show since its inception. With multiple wins under his belt and a sharp sense of humor, Blake is the king of playful banter, especially when it comes to poking fun at his fellow coaches. From the moment Ariana arrived, it was clear that the two couldn't be more different. While Ariana is a pop princess with a reputation for high-energy performances and intricate vocal runs, Blake is a country crooner who's as down-to-earth as they come. Their clashing styles and personalities were a recipe for comedic gold, and fans couldn't wait to see how they'd interact. The playful feud reached its peak during the blind auditions when a contestant performed a soulful rendition of a pop hit. Both Ariana and Blake turned their chairs, leading to an all-out battle for the singer's allegiance. Ariana, ever the strategist, pulled out all the stops, praising the contestants' tone and connecting with them over their love of pop music. Blake, meanwhile, leaned into his signature humor, joking that joining Team Blake would give the contestant the career boost they needed even in a genre he admitted he knew little about. That's when Ariana saw her opportunity to strike. With a perfectly timed quip, she turned to Blake and said, "Oh yeah, because when I think of pop music, I definitely think of Blake Shelton." The studio audience erupted into laughter, as did fellow coaches Kelly Clarkson and John Legend. Blake, feigning mock offense, leaned back in his chair with an exaggerated gasp, dramatically clutching his heart. The moment immediately went viral, with fans taking to social media to applaud Ariana's quick wit. One fan tweeted, "Ariana Grande shading Blake Shelton on live TV? That's the content we signed up for." Another wrote, "Blake's face after Ariana roasted him was priceless. These two are comedy gold together." Blake himself added fuel to the fire by tweeting after the show, "Ariana Grande just called me the king of pop music. That's how I heard it anyway." Ariana responded with a gif of Blake looking bewildered from a past episode of The Voice, captioned, "Sure, Blake. Sure." This wasn't the first time Ariana and Blake had exchanged playful jabs. Throughout the season, the two frequently teased each other, with Blake poking fun at Ariana's elaborate wardrobe choices and Ariana calling out Blake's dad jokes and outdated references. During one memorable moment, Blake jokingly claimed that Ariana's high ponytail was giving him a headache just from looking at it. Ariana fired back with a cheeky grin, saying, "Well, Blake, maybe if you tried something more fashionable than your cowboy hat, you'd understand the price of beauty." Their light-hearted rivalry became a highlight of the season, with fans dubbing them the odd couple of The Voice. Part of what made the shades so entertaining was the stark contrast between Ariana and Blake. Ariana represents the sleek, modern world of pop, with its glitz, glamour, and social media-savvy audience. Blake, on the other hand, embodies the laid-back charm of country music, with its emphasis on storytelling and authenticity. Despite their differences, both coaches share a genuine love of music and a respect for their contestants, which allowed their banter to stay playful rather than mean-spirited. Fans appreciated that the shade wasn't just a one-off joke, but part of a larger dynamic between the two. Their chemistry added a fresh energy to the show, drawing in viewers who might not have otherwise tuned in. So, who won the battle for the contestant? Despite Blake's attempts to downplay his lack of pop expertise, joking that his favorite pop song was Achy Breaky Heart, Ariana's enthusiasm and connection with the singer ultimately won them over. Blake, ever the good sport, threw up his hands in defeat, quipping, "Well, I hope you enjoy all the sparkles and high notes over there on Team Ariana." The playful feud didn't end there. In subsequent episodes, Blake continued to tease Ariana about stealing contestants, while Ariana took every opportunity to remind him of her pop prowess. During one group performance, the coaches sang a medley of pop and country hits, with Ariana taking on a classic Dolly Parton song and Blake gamely attempting a verse of "Thank You Next." The result was as chaotic as it was hilarious, with Ariana gently teasing Blake for butchering her song while Blake joked that he was considering a pop crossover album. Viewers couldn't get enough of the dynamic between Ariana and Blake, with many calling for Ariana to return for future seasons of The Voice. One fan summed it up perfectly on Twitter. "Ariana and Blake's banter is the best part of this season. They're like siblings who can't stop roasting each other, and I'm here for it." Another added, "I didn't think Ariana would fit into The Voice, but she's been amazing and her shade game is unmatched." Ariana's arrival on The Voice marked a new chapter for the show, bringing in a younger audience and shaking up the established dynamic among the coaches. Her playful rivalry with Blake was a big part of that, proving that even seasoned veterans like Blake can learn a thing or two from a pop princess. For Blake, the experience seemed to be just as enjoyable. In an interview after the season, he admitted, "Ariana's quick. She's got a sharp tongue, and I respect that. But don't tell her I said that I'll never hear the end of it." Ariana, for her part, called Blake hilarious and surprisingly sweet, adding that she loved being able to banter with him throughout the season. Ariana Grande's playful shade toward Blake Shelton on The Voice was more than just a funny moment. It was a testament to the chemistry and camaraderie that makes the show so beloved. Their witty exchanges brought a new energy to the season, delighting fans and proving that music, no matter the genre, has the power to bring people together even if it involves a little friendly roasting along the way.